Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. Today we are running the Cook Mogul. We are going to take Monster out to get some oil. The oil, crude oil, is completely drained. Excuse me. So we will be trying to improve that situation a little bit, being that we do have a bunch of oil out at the oil field. Hopefully that'll help us get to picking up a few more dollars in the bank and a few more oil cars, I think, is in our near future. We definitely would like to be doing more than just the 3 that we have. So progress needs to be made, and looking to make it we are. I think we'll be taking these bridges out of here. We need to do something better with that. There's only a couple of places that we got absolutely obnoxious bridge work. This is one of them. And I think we could probably get that maybe eliminated in there. We could go up the side of the hill or something. I think we'll be taking a look at that soon. But the order of the day is making some money. That's been the order of the day for a while. Filling in some of these back stocks does not happen fast, so you gotta put in some work and run some loads. Definitely takes some time to make some progress, or hardcore progress anyway, is the thing. So all in good time. Let's go. Shake it. Why do we not have any fuel in here? I just put fire wood in here. Wow. For some reason we have no fire. I could have swore I just put wood in this thing. Okay, so we have a full load of tools. And we have about a third of a load of pipe. So that's not really going to do us any good. But we need to run more iron up that hill. Yet, a lot of loads filling the ironworks, that's for sure. That is not a quick stop fill, that's for sure. So depending on what you have time for, those can be a little longer runs, that's for sure. We need to shorten some of our routes there, to be honest. We could make that a much more efficient run than it is. Oh, is it how deep the whistle is because we have no pressure behind it? How do we want to do this? If we go that way, then we come back on that one. Either way, it doesn't matter. We're not going to stop the train because we have no pressure to get it going again if we do stop it. So we're just going to let it creep on what it has. Maybe we can even get it all the way up to the dock or the pour spout. I don't know what you call it at a oil field. It's not even a refinery. It's just the oil field. Alright, what direction is that switch? Looks like it's left. Yeah. Alright, boiler pressure is starting to creep back up, so let's use it. Yeah, almost worked out, even without any kind of wood fire going on, I guess. I thought I had put wood in it to start there, but apparently I did not. So here we have tools. We're out of pipe, it looks like, and we are just about out of wood, so what the hey, the sliders are not sliding well. Still waiting on the update. Hopefully that is desperately soon. Would be nice. Sure would be cool to have some more options of things to do. Even if we do have to restart laying our rail, to be honest. And of course we went too far forward. Go out. That's fine. Run you out. That's fine. Now we gotta back the train up just a touch. Chup, 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 chup. Put her in reverse. Back that thing up. Alright. I think that should work. Turn, turn, turn. Loading oil can be tricky, to be honest, with the way that they put these little spouts. One thing we've learned is we do not need the hatches open, so we are not going to fiddle with that. We're just gonna dump it in there. So that we've learned. Just like you don't need to bring the spouts back when you leave. The game will either do it or sometimes they'll stay there, but you don't actually need to bring them back. You can just simply go cruising off. No big deal. So one less thing to worry about. We do not. As you can see, like I say, the lid does not need to be opened. One less thing a person's got to worry about. Up from the ground comes bubbling crude. Oh. 11 and 12. Shut you. Show me the load. Shut you. Jump way over the rail. And see if we can edge this thing forward for one more car. Right in there. Hopefully that stopped in time. Yeet. Alright, we'll just fix it one more. Up there. Oh. It's like, uh, I'll be honest. I don't think that should be the challenge point of the game, is parking your train on a garbage can lid. But that's just me, I guess. I would like to see him do something different with some of these loading spots. Like, there's better things to do than sit there and go, oh, it has to line up to an exact garbage can. Basically, I mean, between the swing of the pipe and everything else in here, they made this one a hassle enough. And I guess there's a challenge to be made either way for some things. When they start talking about, like, you don't need to switch switches anymore, well, then loading and unloading should really be sped up, because, if stopping for the switches is being addressed, then hopefully loading and unloading of the train won't be too far away, because let's be honest, I don't think that putting the oil in the car is what people are after here, but I could be wrong. you know, Feel free to comment below, I know people do. So, either way, happy with it. These are just a little kind of kitty wampus, if you ask me. But maybe that's, what loading oil was back in the day, too. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure we've come a long way and made improvements. This could just be, simply what they did do back in the day. I don't know. Guess I'm not that familiar with early oil field technologies. Oh, oops. Alright. Break off. Reverse off. See where our switch is up here. You know it's going to be in the wrong direction. Let's get out and go get it flipped before the train gets to going. Anytime you can hear it coming behind you, it's catching up. Let's go. We are that way. Should make a bit of difference. Here we go. 3 loaded cars. Oh, oil. Would like to do a couple more cars at least on this train. The Cook Mogul doesn't seem to have too much of a hard time pulling it anyway, at least to the best of my knowledge. One of our best looking trains as far as I'm concerned. That's just a nice solid setup there. Say 2, maybe 3 more oil cars in a caboose, and I think this train would be spot on what we're looking for. Good looking locomotive, especially when you're running the cylinder cocks on this one. We are gonna need to flip the switch up here. So probably just a touch of brake to slow us down. We need a touch more brake. Uh-oh. No. Brakes, reverse. We're gonna do it blind. Yeah, we got that to stop quick. We don't need an oil spill. That's the one thing. We have a perfect track record hauling oil. No environmental hazards have been created short of a few drops dumped on the ground, probably out there at the refiner or at the oil field. Well, let's be honest. The oil field, that's their problem. in transport, the rail company has not had any incidents involving environmental cleanup. That's the important part. Let's can it. We need a louder bell. There's the track. Train coming through. Probably would have been customary to give a little toot of the whistle at a crossing or a joining just to be on the safe side. I don't know. Maybe. Eureka, this little train works great. Does a whole trip of tools. Doesn't fuss back. Doesn't anything else. Gets the job done. One trip, kabang. Happy with that one. It's got a caboose. It's done. Done day. Oh, we need a track that goes out between here somehow. Like something. I'll go up this mountain and around the backside for coal or something. That could save us a heck of a journey if we could figure out something that could go off that direction. I don't know though. Colco. Loco. Here we go. Running up the hill just as fast as we can. Cook moguls are definitely not speed demons, but they do have a fair amount of pull with them. So anytime running a not really excessively long train, I would go with Cook Mogul. Looks good and does a good job. Doesn't burn a lot of wood, doesn't waste a lot of water, holds a lot of wood, and you know, it's hard to beat for looks. It is just a solid looking train. Well, I guess we are getting a little bit of get a work out of her with the 3. So one more car and a caboose. Probably we could get away with on this one. Wouldn't be a bad up. But at least this is a short trip, so we don't need to haul 50 cars at a pop. Though I don't feel we would be complaining if we could. Alright, let's get it on the dock. No, stop. Be right. You are not right enough. Suppose by the time the slack come out of the end of the train, probably a little too far. We can get all 3 of these at the dock at one time. That is the nice part with 3. So I think ideally we could do 6. Boom, boom, boom. Wait, ho. Nice. It's raining oil. That's what we like to see. Should throw a little bit on there. I don't know. Some's going to get used up. Some's going to get dropped in there. Well, we're probably out of wood, so that takes care of that. But we're getting a few more oil barrels laying on the dock, getting ready for movement. Actually, 45, that's 2 cars, so we're halfway. Pretty sure it was 45, so making a little progress back to another big payday, and that's a positive. Alright, well, there we are. Just going to keep it quick, and thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Have a great day.